Iraq's economic crossroads. The revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and what it means for the future. Welcome to the Iraqi Dinar Info channel, your trusted hub for real-time news and insightful commentary on Iraq's fast-changing financial landscape. Whether you've been following the country's economic revival for years, you're a new investor seeking emerging opportunities, or simply someone curious about the global currency market, we appreciate you tuning in. Today's topic marks a monumental development that stands to reshape not only Iraq's domestic economy, but also its role within the global financial ecosystem. The Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, has officially declared that the long-anticipated revaluation of the Iraqi dinar will begin on April 16, 2025. This is not speculation. It's not the product of online rumors or unofficial statements. This is a clear, authoritative announcement from Iraq's primary monetary institution, and it carries sweeping implications for both national and international stakeholders. A new monetary era begins. The decision to revalue the Iraqi dinar has been years in the making. This isn't just a shift in numbers. It's a strategic step meant to stabilize the nation's currency, curb inflation, strengthen public trust in the financial system, and elevate Iraq's position in the international economic order. According to the CBI's announcement, a tiered exchange rate system will be introduced. Government transactions will operate at a rate of 300 Iraqi dinars per US dollar interbank, and digital transfers will follow a rate of 310 Iraqi dinars per US dollar. Retail currency sales to the public will be conducted at 320 Iraqi dinars per US dollar. This layered strategy is designed to streamline transactions across various sectors, reduce the influence of informal markets, and boost transparency across all levels of the economy. It also ensures that institutional, commercial, and public financial activities transition smoothly under the new system. Immediate economic ripples. Since the official statement was released, Iraq's economic ecosystem has been in motion. Leading banks have started overhauling internal processes to accommodate the revaluation. Financial institutions are updating software, recalibrating ATMs, and training staff on the new framework. Investment firms, both local and foreign, are revisiting their projections and readjusting portfolios in response to the evolving financial terrain. Import-heavy industries like logistics, consumer goods, and electronics are particularly active. These sectors are rushing to reevaluate supply chains, renegotiate international contracts, and restructure pricing models in preparation for the dinar's increased value. The overarching sentiment: opportunity laced with cautious optimism. Beyond Iraq, global impacts and regional ripples. While this monetary shift is rooted in domestic policy, its influence is expected to reach far beyond Iraq's borders. Countries with economic and trade ties to Iraq are watching closely, as are institutional investors, multinational corporations, and international financial bodies. A stronger Iraqi dinar may translate into increased regional trade efficiency, greater foreign direct investment, and a rebalancing of economic influence in the Middle East. Neighboring countries could benefit from enhanced import-export dynamics, while companies with interests in Iraq might see improved margins and lower operating costs. Security, stability, and strategic communication. Recognizing the scale of this transition, the Iraqi government has rolled out comprehensive support measures to ensure public order and financial stability. Security has been heightened around key banking facilities, and anti-fraud units are monitoring for abnormal activity. Additionally, the government is emphasizing transparent, open communication. Public information campaigns across television, radio, and social media are aimed at educating citizens on what the revaluation means and how they can adapt. Misinformation is being actively countered, with real-time fact-checking and official updates designed to prevent panic or exploitation. International Partnerships for Responsible Execution Iraq is not navigating this transformation alone. International organizations such as the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and World Bank are offering extensive support. Their involvement ranges from logistical guidance and policy advisement to technical implementation and post-revaluation monitoring. This collaboration boosts international confidence. It sends a strong signal to global markets. Iraq is serious about economic reform and is executing this move within a globally recognized framework. With the backing of these institutions, Iraq is better positioned to maintain fiscal discipline, combat corruption, and protect investor interests. The citizen's perspective. Hope meets caution. For ordinary Iraqis, the revaluation is both a symbol of hope and a source of uncertainty. A more valuable dinar means increased purchasing power, especially when it comes to imported goods. Everyday expenses, such as electronics, household essentials, and foreign travel, could become more affordable. Over time, this could lead to improved living standards and greater financial security. However, large-scale economic changes are rarely smooth. Short-term disruptions like price fluctuations, transitional confusion, and delayed market reactions are possible. The government is aware of these risks and is investing in financial literacy campaigns to help the public navigate the new system. Workshops, digital resources, and advisory hotlines are being deployed to answer questions and build financial awareness. A currency with a complex history. The journey of the Iraqi dinar is closely intertwined with the nation's political and economic turmoil. Once considered a symbol of strength, the dinar lost much of its value during decades of conflict, international sanctions, and mismanagement. This revaluation, then, is not merely a fiscal maneuver. It's a symbolic declaration that Iraq is reclaiming its economic identity. It's a moment of national pride, a statement that Iraq is looking forward, ready to participate in the global economy with renewed vigor and strategic vision. Opportunities for growth and diversification. A stronger, stable dinar opens doors for broader economic diversification. Sectors such as agriculture, manufacturing, tourism, digital technology, and renewable energy stand to benefit significantly. Investors are already eyeing opportunities in these fields, buoyed by the possibility of long-term returns in a more stable financial environment. This shift could also allow the Iraqi government to redirect some focus from oil dependence to more sustainable, people-centric industries. With the right policy support, infrastructure upgrades, and investment incentives, Iraq could unlock enormous potential in sectors that have long been underdeveloped. Digital finance revolution on the horizon. Another exciting development tied to the revaluation is the modernization of Iraq's banking and fintech sectors. Many of Iraq's largest banks are currently deploying next-gen financial technology. Mobile banking apps, real-time currency conversion tools, and digital wallets to meet the needs of a new economic era. Beyond convenience, this progress represents a push toward financial inclusion. Millions of Iraqis, especially in rural or underserved areas, have historically had limited access to formal banking. Now, with the rise of mobile platforms and simplified account access, financial services are becoming more accessible than ever. Learning from the world. Global case studies in Revaluation Iraq isn't the first nation to undergo a currency revaluation, and it won't be the last. Past examples offer valuable lessons. Post-war Germany, Vietnam, and even Zimbabwe all implemented currency reform with varying degrees of success. Key takeaways from these examples include the importance of strict fiscal responsibility, transparent public messaging, sound banking practices, consistent policy enforcement. By studying these historical cases, Iraqi policymakers can avoid common pitfalls and increase the chances of long-term success. They have an opportunity to not only rebuild the nation's economy, but also restore faith in its institutions. Challenges on the road ahead. While optimism is justified, experts caution that challenges remain. Economist Dr. Rahmed Tabashchali, Chief Investment Officer at Asia Frontier Capital's Iraq Fund, notes that the revaluation is a strong signal of reform, but warns that sustained commitment is essential. Similarly, Professor Frank Gunter of Lehigh University stresses that implementation consistency and inflation control will be vital. Potential hurdles include inflationary pressure from higher wages or consumer spending, resistance from informal markets, misalignment between public expectations and short-term outcomes. To counter these, the government must be agile, ready to make policy adjustments and provide targeted support where necessary. Revaluation as a launchpad, not a destination. It's important to view the dinar revaluation not as an endpoint, but as the foundation for a broader transformation. Iraq's long-term economic success will be measured by indicators such as sustained GDP growth, improved infrastructure, diversified exports, inclusive development outcomes. If managed wisely, this initiative could mark the beginning of a resilient, sustainable, and inclusive economy that benefits every layer of Iraqi society, from entrepreneurs and farmers to students and retirees. A defining moment in Iraq's economic story. As the official revaluation date, April 16, 2025, arrives, the gravity of this moment cannot be overstated. This is not simply a shift in exchange rates, it's a milestone in Iraq's economic rebirth. The world is watching, and while the road ahead